This video was brought to you by Stormberg, a better route planner, MisterGreen, Kempower and Marcus Bil. Yo, what's up? We are now in front of the house, and behind me here you see Marcus Bil's Tesla Model 3 standard range. Well, I think it's not called standard range plus anymore. It's just Model 3, I think. But you know what it is. It's from China. It has the LFP battery, and as you guys requested, we're gonna drive it until it stops. It's big mystery. How far can you drive with this one? So LFP is kind of challenging because the voltage almost doesn't change when you fully charge it and then you discharge it. So I guess we'll see. This is going to be interesting. So I have tried to run it low now. Also, the battery's been sitting, not doing anything for a couple of days. So you see, I'm also trying to heat up just to burn some juice. We have 22% battery left, and here we have 22 degrees Celsius. It's trying to heat it up. Why not? We're just trying to burn. This is also the question, how hot do I want the battery to be? Because I guess it's not realistic test to drive around with 50 degrees Celsius, but at least maybe 30 degrees Celsius, right? Okay, so anyway, we will not drive this direction. We will drive to the north. Maybe I can just lock onto cleavage then at least. No, not mere cleavage. Yeah, supercharger cleavage. Oh, look at that stau. What the heck, man? It's almost 7 in the evening and we have stau still? The folks? Okay, whatever. Man, oh, it's so nice to be back in Tesla. Oh, wait. It's been a while now since I used it. How do I align it again? Against this one. This one is traffic. And that, oh, it's locked. There, okay. Nice and smooth. Well, let's go. Alright, since we are stuck in stau anyway, I'm gonna show you some of the numbers here for the LFP battery. You see here, 60.6 kilowatt hour nominal full pack. This is why it's called a 60 kilowatt hour. But if we look here, nominal remaining is 13.5 kilowatt hour. But here we have usable remaining, which is the energy down to 0%. And then there is actually a freaking 7 kilowatt hour energy buffer below 0. What the heck? I want to see that. Can we actually get 7 kilowatt hour? Wait, it wasn't that much before. I think it was around, wasn't it 4 kilowatt hour? 5 I've seen. This 7, I've never seen it so high before. So okay, so if we go here, no, if we go to this tab, the performance tab, wait, why is it so messed up? Yeah, it's okay. So you see here, this one, usable remaining 6.4 kilowatt hour. That's the energy back to, down to 0%. And then this one supposedly is all the energy until the car stops. So this is what we're gonna find out. How much can we get out of this pack? And this is a relatively new car with only 250 kilometers on the odometer. We just passed Kløfta, now we are heading towards Kongsvinger on this motorway. And you see we have, I'm gonna show you, yeah, you see, we have 7% left, or 7.3% left, and there's still no visible power limit here. Huh? Isn't that crazy? And if we look here in more detail in ScanMyTesla, 247 kilowatt power limit. I mean, it tells that we have almost 40 degrees Celsius in the battery pack, but most cars, when they are at 7%, they will have, I don't know, 50% power left. But not this one, no, because Tesla is awesome. Tesla kicks ass for the Lord. Yeah, but okay, no, I'm just kidding. Okay, so let's see how the power limit goes as we drive it lower. Let's try an acceleration test with 5% battery left. Okay, this is not accurate, but let's go. Ooh, not too shabby. Wow. Oh, awesome. We are now on the smaller road, way less busy on the main road, and this is just amazing. You see, still 1%, or actually 0.75% left. No power limit, 245 kilowatt power limit. What the heck? Wait, let me just, I need to do this. Okay. Sotp. What the heck? Goes like a boss. All right, so now I need to boom. Oh, headlights are awesome. Look at this. Doosh. Now I need to drive it down to 0 before we reset, and then we start counting. Okay, look, we have a small road without middle divider. Can your non-Tesla do this? Autopilot on! Wow, huh? Like a boss. Okay, this is it. Well, it was 0%, now it's minus 0.2, but close enough. So we're going to reset here, reset trip. And now we will count how much we spend below 0. Yeah, it's okay. I waited a little bit too long, but then when I waited too early, I couldn't hit 0%. But okay, good enough. Now we drive again. This is strange. Is it? Suddenly we are at 1.5%. And we have been, and then it suddenly claims 0.8 kilowatt hour usable remaining. But you see, we did spend 0.2 kilowatt hour past that so-called 0 point, and we already driven a little bit. So this is weird. It seems like the BMS realizes that, oh well, you know what, we had more energy than we thought. Okay, this LFP is kind of hard to estimate. Oh lol. Okay, but whatever. We will just measure from that 0 point and see how it goes. And one very nice feature is that, you see, even at 0%, we still have heater coming out. So it's nice and warm in here. Well, it's scavenging the heat from the battery. But some cars will shut off the heater or heat pump or whatever once you hit 0% or maybe even before. But with the Tesla, no problem. You get all the comfort you want in here. We are roughly halfway now into the buffer. You see here, we have spent 3.5 kilowatt hour and we have 3.5 kilowatt hour left, supposedly. And then this state of charge thing here is just really weird. With the Model Y, with wait, that was, and I think it was NMC battery, but not LFP battery. The Model Y was different. It was just counting down minus, I think by the end of the day it was minus 4% state of charge or something. But this one kind of stays around 0. You see, sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down. Maybe because ScanMyTesla or the BMS or something estimates the state of charge based on voltage, but then the voltage here doesn't change that much. It goes up and down a little bit. This is the property of LFP battery. But also look here, we have driven 28 kilometers since the 0 mark. Huh? How far are we supposed to be able to go? 50 or 60 kilometers? Really? Okay, let's keep going, keep going. This is really weird. Okay, finally at least we see drop in power limit here. It was 240 for the longest time, but it's been steadily dropping and dropping. But you see, we are now at minus 4% state of charge. The car's display shows 0 because, yeah, that's just how it works. A voltage start dropping, but look here, usable remaining is, it's actually minus. So we're not supposed to drive now. And then we have spent 6.6 kilowatt hour past that 0 point. And we've driven 53 kilometers and the car still keeps going. Huh? Like, how far is it supposed to drive? Okay, with the other Teslas, this power limit here is usually an indicator of how much we have left. So maybe once this one drops below 50 kilowatts, we will brace ourselves for yeah, getting stranded. So, man, I mean, we could stop any time now. I have no idea when we'll stop. Just keep driving us into the unknown. Whoa, that came out of the blue. The car went into neutral now. We have no power. Without warning, it just stopped. Whoa, that is super scary, man. Now we are just running on fumes. We're just rolling. Whoa, whoa. Let me try to find a safe spot here. Wait, can I? Yeah, I have no power. I have no power. Okay, bus stop, pull over here. Ooh, I don't want to go further because I don't know if I can make the hill. Stop. Whoa, that was scary. Huh? Okay. Ha! Wow. Okay, it's gonna shut. You will hear the contactor open soon. I think we have, yeah, it was 30 seconds, probably 30 seconds before it turned. Vehicle shutting down, it says. That came really sudden. And if we look here, we have 202 kilowatt of power limit. And also the display, well, there was a line here. There was no visible power limit. This is actually quite scary that you have no warning. You have no idea that the car will shut down. Or, I mean, you shouldn't be driving past 0, I guess, but still, wait. When is it gonna stop? This is a very long warning thing. Yeah, but you see, that's an uphill, so I didn't want to try to go up that hill in case I get stuck. Well, I have to say, this is the longest warning thing, whatever. Can we drive? I cannot put the car in drive. Okay. I guess we're stuck here. But let's see. Well, okay, let me just record what's going on here, how far we went. 56 kilometers we drove, 122 watt-hour per kilometer is the consumption. Wait, the heater is still running. We're still pulling 1.2 kilowatt for the battery. It's supposed to shut down everything. Well, lower cell, whoa! Less than 2.2 volt, supposedly. Huh? Can the LFP go that low without taking damage? Oh yeah, now it's the resting voltage. So the voltage was lower, but then we stopped pulling. Yeah, something's going on here. You see, this is the end, this is the end. Now we have the resting voltage. It goes up a little bit. Wow, this is the longest beep, beep, beep. Normally it lasts only 30 seconds on all the other Teslas. This is really unique for the LFP battery. Okay, I'm getting kind of fed up with this sound. Come on, can you just... Oh, no, wait. Never mind. It's still pulling. It's still pulling 1 kilowatt, I guess, for the heater. The heater is still running. It's still nice and hot in here. I guess at this point you just want to bail out, right? But I'm just waiting to see when the car shuts down and opens the contactors. Okay, how long is this gonna take? Man, I don't have all day. I kind of need to go back home with wifey and the baby and so on. Another thing I need to document is that we pull 6.85 kilowatt hour past 0. Well, I mean, we're still pulling. We're still pulling, apparently. We can actually pull for heater, but we cannot move. Okay, but whatever. Okay, I'm not gonna sit and wait. Let's pull out the EcoFlow and start charging. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. I'm trying to pull 13 amp. I'm not using X boost. You see, we're trying to pull 13 amp. It's gonna be almost, it's struggling. EcoFlow is struggling. 2.6. The voltage actually drops a little bit. You see, I enabled X boost here. It seems like the EcoFlow is struggling to pull 3 kilowatt. It's fluctuating. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go inside the car. Fortunately, we can adjust it in the Tesla. As the only EV I've tested, wait, 13 amp, okay, let's tap down to, let's say, 11 amp. Maybe that will be more stable. Or maybe just, let's try 12 amp, okay, let's try 12 amp. I don't know if this is inverter or something, but it actually struggles to maintain that speed. So in that case, well, I could just do it in the app. I forgot, you know, we have Tesla here, you know. So I can just do this, I go here, you see, and then I could just tap down. Now we're doing 11 amp instead. Okay, can the car handle 11 amp then? Oh. Ho, ho, ho. I think it's a Taycan. Wow, we're pulling 11 amp. This is really schnell. And we are not really stressing the battery that much because we are pulling 1100 watt here, which is less than, well, no, it's roughly 0.5 C. And here also, so we're pulling only 0.5 C now. Maybe the inverter gets to work a little bit now. The inverter is in here. This one has no inverter, nothing really. It's just a dumb battery with a bit of communication. So this is new record. I'm going to try to write down this 2,380 watts. Huh? We're charging at only, well, actually after some charging losses. Yeah, so we are charging at 1.9 kilowatt. Wow, wait, huh? How much went actually into the battery? What? I have to check something. We can check EcoFlow now. Okay, so if you look at EcoFlow, you will see that EcoFlow reports outputting almost 2.4 kilowatts, but we are only getting 1.9 into the battery. You know, this could also, this could actually also be the case for other EVs. It's just that in other EVs, we don't actually see how many kilowatt we get. We don't see all these details, so which means that for other EVs, we might be getting only 1.5 kilowatt after some losses and pumps and screens and whatever is going on. Here we have it, Markus Bil. Put up some lights, light show, and then I have to make my phone call. What? Hello. I'd like to order 2 pizza, please. 1 pepperoni with pineapples, and then ham and cheese. Yeah. All right, thank you. Just send it to my home, and I'll be there for 45 minutes. That's perfect. That's perfect. Oh yes. Oh yes. Dankeschön. Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? I think I didn't pay attention. I was looking at usable remaining, but I should have looked at this one. I think when we ran out of juice, the expected remaining was 0. So yes, with this tool, it wouldn't come that sudden. But what was still scary was that the power limit did not change, and we didn't see any power limit drop like we saw in the Model Y. But yeah, I'm gonna show you now. You see, normally I would run out of juice here on this nice straight stretch here, which is, let me see, just here, Tesla is so awesome. Normally, you see, what, no, what the heck? Okay, forget about Tesla being awesome. Tesla thinks I'm, what? Why? What? The fuck? Okay, whatever, all right, whatever. Because, never mind. Let's see now. How far away from cleavage are we? 1.5 kilometers. You know, I think we could just go for it now. Yeah, so it seems like we have input 600 watt hour, and we should have plenty now to go to the fast charger. Let me see, let me check outside how long we've been charging. Okay, we charged for 17 minutes. You see, outputting 650 watt hour. Yeah, initially I started, I tried to boost up the speed. It was set to 10 amp initially. So, but we didn't get too much before we boosted up to this speed. So let's say less than 20 minutes of charging. Are we good to go? Yeah, I think so. You see the EcoFlow, oh, hang on. The EcoFlow still have plenty of juice left. 75% on this one, the main, and 86% on the secondary. So we don't have to empty it out. I guess we could just pack and leave and go for it. Okay, let's see. Well, 209 kilowatt power limit. That's kind of the low thing. But you see, we input something here. Supposedly we input 0.6 kilowatt hour. Okay, even though the power limit is kind of low, the voltage here is a lot higher here also. And I think that's what matters. So it seems like as long as we put in some energy here, then the car is, or the BMS is sophisticated enough to recalculate that we can spend that energy. I was also wondering whether once we kind of brick the battery, if we need to put in a lot of energy to unbrick it until the car figures out that, okay, you can drive now, but it seems like it allows you to drive. So we can even go at decent speeds. Where do you see the speed, by the way? Speed is visible somewhere. I don't. That's distance. Here's speed. See, we can actually accelerate up the hill here, no problem. And what can I take? Well, I will still, of all habits, I will take this one in case the car shuts down here. Then it's like final place to bail out, and I guess juice up some more. But if you can get over here and just keep rolling, kind of enter the roundabout with 40 kilometers per hour ish. If the car decides to shut down here, then we should be able to roll down to the supercharger anyway. Yeah, wow, okay, interesting. Now we actually see power limit dropping. Yeah, I didn't see 201 kilowatt earlier. But you see, meanwhile, the battery has cooled down a little bit. HVAC is off right now, so we're not scavenging from it. So now we will see how slow it charges, because that's also the property, the negative property of LFP, which is that it tends to Colgate, or you won't get optimal charging speed unless the battery is at 40-45 degrees Celsius. So yeah, at least we can make it here just fine. Maybe I can take this one. I can just yeah. No, I wonder if they are trying to, yeah, I think they are building Neo swap stations here. Okay, I'll take this slot over here again. Wait, let's see, how do you do this? Do I take the front one or the back one? I'll take this one, I guess. Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter really. This is V3 supercharger. I could just slot here like this. I think that's good enough. Wait, let me just do a proper charging now. I mean, it's proper parking. There. So yes, you see, we spend how much was that? 0.4 kilowatt hour. Now let's plug it in. I'm going to show you, by the way, how fast. Okay, just look here, right? Okay, I'm going to go out and plug in and show you how fast the handshake goes in Tesla. Some of the other legacy automakers, they need freaking 1-2 minutes before they start charging. Click. We are charging. We are charging. Like a boss. Wow. Okay, let me see. How fast are we charging then? 100 kilowatt? Oh, yeah. 130. Okay, you know, we might get like an initial peak. Ooh, 170 kilowatt hour per hour. 107, but we will get that initial peak and then it will drop. But then hopefully we get, wait, battery inlet. Yeah, okay. Wait, is it not using, wait a minute, this is kind of weird. I don't know if you see this, but the R power here is 0, which means that it's not actively trying to heat up the battery yet. Oh. Ah, did you hear that? It's using the heat pump. The heat pump is more efficient. So the car figures out that, okay, it's not critical to heat it up that fast. So it uses the heat pump. If you want to heat it up the fastest way, you will use heat pump, and you will also use the motor to generate heat. But this is quite sophisticated algorithm, and it figures out that, okay, no big deal. By the time we hit higher stellar charge, then this one will be good enough. Yeah, it's doing some... No, this is exactly, yeah, see now, this one is now it's doing that, the unique thing that Tesla has that no other car manufacturer has, that at least that I've seen, is that it uses the rear motor. It puts in power into the motor to generate heat, and then it scavenges that heat to put it into the battery. Yeah, it's quite smart. Other car manufacturers, they have to add extra cost and weight and complexity to have a dedicated battery heater, but a Model 3, Model Y does not have a battery heater. They use the motors, but this one is a rear-wheel drive, so it has only one motor. The dual motors, they will actually use the front and the rear motor if needed. So now it's trying to heat up the battery. Yeah, you see, this is the problem. It should, in my opinion, should have kicked in this immediately, because it's simply not hot enough. You want to arrive with 40-45 degrees Celsius, and it's too cold, and you see it's slightly cold getting now, so we're charging at less optimal speed. Right, so there you have it, the LFP. We drove it all the way to 0. So how did it do it? It actually, in my opinion, it scores worse than some of the other cars. Why? Because there was no power limit that kept dropping and dropping and dropping. It was like we had full power, and then suddenly, boom, the car was dead. So we have to assume that people are not using ScanMyTesla. So other than that though, yeah, also when I throttle it, you can actually not feel that you're losing power. It just suddenly disappears. So that's actually kind of bad. But it gets plus points that you charge it up a little bit, and then you can actually drive. Okay, we charge for almost 20 minutes, but I think if we have even charged for 5 minutes, you can probably drive 500 meters, right? So other than that, all the other stuff, well, it managed to charge fairly fast. That's also plus points. But I think I can also do this with a Model Y if I had the right equipment and try to tune it. Actually, maybe I could have used it back then. I'm not sure, but okay. So that's it. What do you guys think, huh? Oh yeah, maybe before I end, my recommendation is that don't try to run the LFP battery below 0, because this time, today, it was fairly hot. in the battery, but if the battery happens to be colder, then you might get a lot less kilowatt hour from the battery. So my recommendation is once you reach 0, then you should stop, because yes, you can get a lot of range like I did, but you can also stop around 0. That's kind of the risky part. It's like Russian roulette. So I used to be a hotshot and drive below 0 with Millennium Falcon back in the days, and it did work for the longest time until the battery started aging. And then you know, I used to get several kilowatt hour below 0%, but then the battery ages and maybe the battery became a little bit uncalibrated, not unbalanced. Those are two different things. And then suddenly it stopped at exactly 0%, or sometimes actually slightly below, before 0% even. That was with Optimus Prime. So my recommendation to you guys is don't be a zero hero, charge before it stops completely. Otherwise, it could be in a very inconvenient place, like actually happened to me. Or in the worst case, it could be in a tunnel or on the motorway. So I think that's gonna be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.